Jefferson's been his life. You know, he's been there his entire career, and he would never go anywhere else. I mean, to him, it's really been a love affair with that institution. And as far as we're concerned as a family, you know, none of us has ever believed that there's any other hospital that even exists.
And he really has always loved Jefferson. That's his home. And when I go over there with him, I know why he loves it, because every time he walks down a hall, somebody says, "Hi, Dr. Cohn. How are you doing, Dr. Cohn? And this Dr. Cohn, that Dr. Cohn." It's really terrific. And it's been a wonderful place to spend our professional life. I say ours because it's a partnership. But don't worry, I'm never in there operating.
Getting this award is tremendous. I mean, I think my father, you know, really put his all into his profession, and I don't think anyone in our family thinks otherwise. And you know, I remember as a medical student and as a resident at Jefferson, you know, my father was one of the giants there.
I think my dad gets so much pleasure from being in the hospital, in a teaching environment, being able to influence future generations of physicians and healthcare providers of all sorts, that it's a way to make the time of his life as meaningful as possible for him and as pleasurable as possible for him.
Beyond just being a skilled surgeon, Herb really kind of takes the whole process to a different level with the patient. It's really about kind of the art of medicine, not just the science of medicine. He treats each patient very personally, very individually, works with them, works with their family, always looking for that opportunity to educate, to improve their understanding of what's going on around them. He's just really, really a special surgeon.
When it comes to Herb's role in the department, he's a man of many talents. He has a very robust curriculum vitae. He's the vice chairman for quality. He runs our surgical care committee, and he directs and leads our morbidity and mortality conferences. All these things represent his commitment to quality, to excellence, and foremost to patient care in the setting of an educator who provides thoughtful leadership, skill, and really an immense experience. There's no one better at what he does than Herb Cohn.
The practice of medicine is still the practice of medicine. It's one-on-one between you and your patient. It's a position that is hardly shared by any other profession known to man. And the physician-patient relationship is something to be revered and something to be enjoyed and something to be honored by all physicians who have the opportunity to do this. I would never go into a patient's room without taking them by the hand to let them know that I did care. And this is an art that should never be lost in medicine.
I think the thing that my cousins and I would all say is just how amazingly supportive he is as a grandfather. You know, he's always one of the first ones to ask whether or not you have a softball game coming up, or a basketball game, or a dance recital, or a concert that you're putting on, or for me it was cheerleading. He's always the first one in the front row cheering you on, you know, there to congratulate you afterwards and just, you know, really support you. And I think that, you know, the grandkids would all agree to that. He's always taken just such a huge interest in our lives and what's going on, and he's really there for us.
I could not be more proud of our sons and their accomplishments. 2 sons are physicians, one's a lawyer. They are loving family people. They devote a lot of time to their families, realizing how important that is. And I could not be any more proud than I am of my grandchildren. They're a great source of joy. They love coming to the shore and spending time with us. I love spending time with them, and that's what life is all about.
Herb and I are very lucky in that we like a lot of the same things. We're very avid Phillies fans, and so that takes care of the summer. We both love the beach, We've had a beach house for about 25 years, 25 to 30 years that we've been spending our summers at the beach. We both enjoy music. I think I've influenced him a little in the classical vein. We're both readers, and we both like each other's company.
Since Jefferson's inception in 1824, our faculty have been recognized nationally, not just for their clinical skills and diagnostic acumen, but for their absolute commitment to compassionate clinical care, and for their passion in transmitting that commitment to their students and to their trainees. Herb Cohn epitomizes those elements of a Jefferson physician. He's been a member of our faculty for 47 years, and during that time he's been recognized nationally for his skills as a cardiothoracic and thoracic surgeon, but for Herb, more importantly, he appreciates the commitment to teaching, having educated generations of medical students, more than 200 residents, passing along not just the clinical skills necessary to become an outstanding surgeon, but also the commitment to compassionate clinical care. But perhaps the most important recognition is the fact that Herb, throughout his career, has been the go-to physician for the docs that he works with, the physician to whom they entrust their own family and their own loved ones.
We want to send our best regards from the Department of Surgery, from our faculty, current and past, from our residents, current and past, from our students, current and past, because Herb has touched so many. We're extremely proud to have him be a member of our department, and in a sense, we're grateful that he's allowed us to be a member of what really is his department, and has been his department for the last over 50 years.
The reason I've loved Jefferson is a very humanistic institution. I love everybody I've worked with. It's a pleasure to work with the nurses, the technicians, the operating room staff, and the administrative staff. Everybody cares about people, and that's so important, at least from my perspective. I've worked at least a half a dozen other hospitals in my lifetime, and I've always felt that Jefferson offers the best care that's available. It's been very rewarding to me. I've loved it, every minute of it, just as much today as it did when I first came in.